For this video, I'm just using the Red Heart Super Saver acrylic and then a size 5mm hook, and I'm going to show you how to do a simple single crochet stitch. When you start crocheting, there would be two random pieces of yarn. I recommend pulling from the middle. It's easier to do and you get like less knots in your yarn. So to start, you have to make a slip knot. And everybody holds their yarn differently, but this is how I hold mine. I like put it through these two fingers and then go over these and wrap it over my first one. I'm holding my yarn backwards like this, and then as you crochet you can like slowly pull it through and you won't like drop your yarn or anything, and it just makes crocheting a lot easier. Everybody holds their yarn differently, but that's how I hold mine. So you just put it through like that and then over your pointer finger like that, and then you can just hold it. To make a slip knot, take your hook and then put your yarn over your hook like this, and then cross it like this, and then you just hook this yarn and pull it through, and then you just pull it tight onto your hook like this. So I'll do that again real quick. So undo that, then you just take your hook, and I'm holding the working yarn with this finger while I do it, and you just put your yarn over your hook like this, and then take that working yarn and make a cross like this. This yarn will be on top and the working yarn will be underneath, and then you just use your hook and grab the working yarn and pull it through that loop, and then there you have a slip knot. You can rewash that and like practice doing it a couple times if you need to. Once you get the hang of it, it's extremely easy, and there are different ways to do slip knots. So if this way doesn't work for you, you can just look up YouTube videos on how to do slip knots different ways, and I'm sure that you'll find one that's easy for you. Now that you have a slip knot, you have to make a chain. So to do that, hold your yarn the way that I showed you. I just dropped my binder, but hold your yarn the way that I showed you, and then I use these two fingers to hold what's on the hook like this, and then the yarn will be a little tight here. So you take your hook and you just grab this working yarn, and then you just pull it. Make sure that that loop's a little loose, and then just pull it through the loop like that, and then you have one chain. So you just do that again, put your hook like this, grab the yarn, and then just pull it through. And do it again, put the hook like this, pull it through, and then you just keep doing that. And this can be kind of hard to do at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's also extremely easy. So I'm just gonna keep doing that so you can kind of see. So just put it through, grab it, and then put it through. I like these hooks better because they grab the yarn way better, like they hold it better because it has a deeper hook. So just grab that and pull it through like that, and then once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to do it super fast like this. Then you'll have a nice neat chain, and I recommend trying to do this, undoing it, trying to do it, and then just keep doing it until you get a chain that is nice. Okay, so once you have your chain, I'm gonna show you how to single crochet back across it. So you have this loop that is the stitch on your hook. You don't work into that loop, you work into the next one. So this would be the next loop, and you're just going to insert your hook through it like this. So there's the first loop, and you can see this is the stitch, this is the top and the bottom. Right here it's like a V, and you just insert your hook through there, grab the yarn like we did when making a chain, and then you'll have 2 pieces of yarn on your hook, and then you just grab the yarn again and pull it through, and that's a single crochet stitch. So you just keep repeating that. So for the next one, here's the next loop, because this is the stitch that we just worked. You can see the yarn in it. So this is the next one, so we're just going to insert our hook here, grab the yarn, pull it through, you'll have the 2 on your hook, and then you grab it and pull it through again. And then this is the stitch we just worked. Now we're going to do the next one, put it through, grab the yarn, pull it through that loop, and then through the 2 loops, and then you just do that all the way across. So this is the working loop. Here's the next one. We're going to put it through this loop, grab the yarn, pull it through, and then pull it through again. And then you just do this to the end. And then I'll show you how to work the next row. Here's the first row finished, and this is what it looks like. Yours will probably be messy, and that's okay. Don't undo it. You can just keep single crocheting a patch, and then you'll slowly get better at it, and then you can just undo it or start again, and your stitches will slowly start to look neater over time. So once you're at the end, you just chain 1 like this, grab the yarn and pull it through, and then turn your work. Now this is the first stitch of the row. We always ignore the V that is right here because that's the stitch on your hook. So you insert your hook into this stitch. Now that we're on these rows, it's easier to see. The V's are up top, so each V is 1 stitch. So this is the first V, and we're going to insert our hook into this one, grab the yarn, pull it through, you have 2, and then pull it through again. You can also tell because there will be little holes, which are easy to see for the stitches. So then this would be the next stitch. Just insert your hook, pull the working yarn, and then pull it through the 2 loops. And then you just do that all the way across to finish up this row. When you get to the end of your row, it can be kind of tricky finding your last stitch. So this is the last stitch of the row, it's the last V. It can be a little tricky inserting your hook into there, but you can do it. And then that's the end of the row. So there's 2 rows done. Now for the 3rd row, you just do the same thing. Or at the end, so you chain 1 and then turn your work. And then this is the first stitch, so you just work into that stitch and then just single crochet across. Now we're at the last stitch again, and you can see it right. Ignore my hair. That's one thing when you're crocheting. If your hair is down, you are most likely going to crochet hair into your pieces that you'll have to pull out later. But here's the last stitch. It's the last V. So you just insert your hook into there, into the last single crochet, and then this is 3 rows. For practicing, you can just keep doing rows. Like I said, you'll eventually get better over time. You'll like slowly see your stitches getting better, but that's how you single crochet.